Hello, this is Blue Angel 777. I am going to be doing a reading for August 31st, 2019 for the collective, for the divine masculine, divine feminine energy. I don't know about you, but the last few days I've been really fatigued and irritable, and I'm a very easygoing person, and I feel like a lot of tests are I'm being tested a lot the last couple days, and they're just little things, but things that irritated me, like, and it's the energy around me, like it's real busy. The energy is real busy energy, like whirlwind energy, and it was causing me to be unbalanced a little bit, and I could feel it, and not just me, but also the people around me. And I work in an environment with a lot of people, all walks of life, and so I get my share of different energies, and I really have to do protection when I come into the environment that I'm in, and any type of place where you work with a lot of people, a customer service type of job, that you should always protect yourself on your when you go inside, when you go into work. I just got home, and I was somewhere and I was buying something for my son, and the register was 11:11. That was the money. It was 11:11, and I thought that was good. And then I got 111 today, 222, 333 twice, 444. Other numbers, 1221 today. I'm really seeing the number sequences. If anyone else is seeing all those numbers, 411, 144. I saw a video on YouTube. I can't think of who it is because I wanted to go back, and I don't understand that energy. So I definitely want to. If anyone knows what that is, if you can tell me, please. But I've been seeing the 411 a lot lately, or 144 energy. Something that came to me today is I was talking to a co-worker who also I do readings for her. I help her in her spiritual journey. And one of the things I referred to her was that book by Richard Bach, The Illusions. And that was something that I wanted to talk about tonight, because for tomorrow's energy is everything is just an illusion. And something that my father told me at a very young age, and he was a spiritualist and highly evolved for his time. This is in the 70s, and I believe Richard Bach, the Illusions, the book was written in, I think, the early 70s, around that time. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but he was a genius and historian, and he studied all different religions, and he was a very spiritual man and highly evolved spiritually, and he taught us about everything was an illusion, that whatever we created in our minds, the space that we created in our minds, and whatever that we would daydream would exist. Fears that we created in our minds, it would happen. We could literally watch something change in front of us. And one of the tests that he taught me when I was young, because I'm a dreamer. I have a lot of dreams, and some of them are very scary. Some of them are premonitional dreams. Some are going back in time, like like in the old days. Like I dream a lot in the Native American history. I go back, or I'm back like 200 or 300 years back, and I'm living in the old traditional ways. I am Native American, but I do dream that way too. And one of the things that he taught, you know, about the illusions and everything, or he was a spiritualist. We practiced native traditional ways, been to many ceremonies, and then also we were baptized Catholic, and we went to church, and then he was Buddhist. Like, he would do meditation, and he talked about a lot about the metaphysical things at a very, we were young. Like, he taught me how to separate clouds when I was in my early 20s. I think he could see that I would get anxiety, or I had a hard time focusing on things. So he taught me how to separate clouds. I think that was his way of teaching me to meditate. That's another form of meditation. And where I would just lay in the field on my back, and I would, he said, visualize separating the cloud one particle at a time, and visualize it separating, and it would literally, the cloud would separate. And it was amazing to me, because I didn't realize what he was teaching me to years later, and some of the things that he taught, how I'm just getting the aha moments. I understood to a certain degree at that time, but the actual depth and the power and the magic that we have within each ourselves is amazing. And it's if everyone understood the abilities that they have within their own spirit, and how powerful that they are, and what they could create, and understand that and know that, would be a beautiful thing, you know, if we could all understand that. And the illusions that we create in our minds, the test, oh, let me get back to the test. The test that he did was, I was a dreamer, and I was having nightmares, and I would go down to wake him, and I told him about this dream that I had, and we had a big bay window, and this, I woke, and then this tree branch was going along the window, and then all of a sudden it looked like a monster to me, you know. It was like all this, you know, silly stuff, but it was real to me. And he took me by the hand and took me upstairs. He was a very serious man, and he took me upstairs, and he sat at the end of the bed, and he was telling me about how I needed to learn how to face my fears. And he was talking about the illusion, what we create in our minds. And so he had me sit there with him and stare out that window at the space where I was pretty 100% sure there was a monster there. And I kept staring and staring and staring at it, and I was still afraid because I could still see it. All of a sudden I watched it transform right before my eyes. It turned into the branch. The winds was moving it, and the branch turned. It was a branch, and there was shadow, and I could see the shadow and how it was scratching on the window and creating the sound. And that is a simple test in understanding and knowing exactly how we create illusions in our mind, good or bad. The fears of what we can do with the fears of anything that we fear in our lives, what the power and ability we have to create it, and how everything is an illusion. And he's an amazing man. He's still here. He's an elder, and he's but his depth of knowing the metaphysical and the spiritual world, the universe, how it the laws of the universe, I guess that's what you call them now. He explained things differently. It was more simple. He believed in simplicity. And so I just wanted to share that with everyone, because we were talking about illusions, and I had a vision a couple weeks back about mindset, and that everything's a mindset, what we create in our minds. And so I wanted to talk about that with you tonight. And I asked him once, and I was in my early 20s, and I said, Dad, what are we? Because he had us doing native tradition. We were going to church, we're taking communion. He was talking about particles and how everything is illusion, how you can put your hands through the wall. I mean, he was really in depth. We knew a friend that could move things with her mind, and so I was used to being around that type of thing and understood it. And so I asked him, I said, Dad, what are we? Because people ask me, because, you know, we're so different. And he said, just say you're universal, honey. Just say you're universal. So I love that. And so I'm a spiritual woman. And if anyone asks what I am, I just say I'm universal. And that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. All my candles are going out. That one was burning nicely, so I'm going to move that here. And I will pull some cards for the collective tonight. And I just wanted to thank everyone for their views. I am very excited about that. Like, I was looking at them like, oh my goodness, I was so excited. You know, I've been doing this for a week now. And I've got a lot of support and views, and people from my hometown or where I live and that know me and know of me around my local area are big supporters and everything. And it just really, I really appreciate the love. And just wanted to thank you all. And I got some supporters that were in YouTube also. Made for Love, she's a supporter. She messaged me and left a message on one of my videos, and I was just so excited and happy. And I just want to send my love to her also. A couple of them had responded to me, and it just made me feel really special. And I want to thank you for the support, the community support. And so I want to send you all love. Okay. I call in angels, ancestors, my guides, ascending masters from 5D and above. I call in all the elements and their directions. And I call in Archangel Uriel to help illuminate what I need to see for the messages tonight. For August 31st, 2019. The first four cards I am going to be pulling for the Divine Masculine. The first four cards I'll be pulling for the Divine Masculine. Ooh, they like to go on the ground. The Eight of Wands. Quick messages. I always think of that as a travel card too. The Eight of Wands, cross waters. If anyone has long distance relationship with if their divine masculine, divine feminine is long distance. Okay, these all just popped out in here. I got the Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords. I saw the 8-8 energy today too. And the Queen of Cups. And the overall energy is, I got the Judgment. I'm going to pull that card out. I'll put it. Okay. And can I pull 4 cards for the Divine Feminine's energy? Four cards for the Divine Feminine energy. Jeez. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. This is a lot of cards. I'm going to put those back. This one flipped over, so the 10 of Cups, the Devil energy. Could be Capricorn. That 10 of Cups is that spiritual. It's different. It's a completion. The 10 of Pentacles is the Earth energy, 3D energy. And the Ten of Cups is, and the Ten of Coins. I just said that. That's crazy. One more for Divine Feminine. She's, wow, she's evolved. She is on this spiritual journey, and she's, I got the Five of Wands for the overall energy too, for her. So, interesting. I'm going to pull these right away too. I might as well do them all at once. Do something a little bit different. I'm going to pull one card for Divine Masculine, the Oracle card. Well, there you go. Winter, take care of your needs for the Divine Masculine. And we'll do one for Divine Feminine. And I got my table laid out a little bit different, so I feel like I got enough room here. We'll move these over here. Okay. Card for Divine Feminine, please. Oracle from the angels and ancestors. What is a message for Divine Feminine? Okay, I don't know how to say that. The Shaolin Master, Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. That's for the Divine Feminine. And I'm going to pull two spiritual cards. A spiritual card for, one spiritual card for Divine Masculine. What is his message? I'm just now feeling some fear energy in my throat, or communication. For so the Divine Masculine, afraid to speak his truth, or he's in fear energy. But I got that Devil, so it could be a Divine Feminine I'm picking up on. Kind of spiritual card for the Divine Masculine, please. We have a spiritual card for Divine Masculine. Avoid being pulled in by people who use you and put you down. And I will pull another card for the Divine Feminine. Oh, well, she got two cards, okay? You can have a partner you love, but don't forget all the other loves, such as friends, family, pets, and so on. For the Divine Feminine. And also she got, fill your heart with the love of Christ, as well as Mother God and Father God. Then there's no room for hate. There's an additional message I'm going to give for the overall reading tonight, because this one was like this. It was, I just found this like this. It was completely flipped upside down. And this card is, most of us don't have hours and hours to meditate. Just surround everyone with white light and give that day to God. That's a beautiful message, because those are some of the questions that I'm getting. I'm sending friends like 10-minute meditations and things like that, because that they're just learning how to meditate and don't know how to settle their minds. And I teach them a lot about how everyday meditation, you don't have to sit there in yoga position and meditate for hours. You know, if you don't have the time to do that, a meditation shower, driving from one point A to point B, whatever, in silence, and just to quiet your mind is meditation. Going for a walk is meditation. Whatever you can do that you can settle your mind and go within just for a moment is meditation. And it doesn't have to be in here. I do this quite often, actually, is just surround everyone with white light and give it a day to God. What I do is I surround myself with white light too. And then I, wherever I go, like if I feel like the energies, I'll surround myself in white light, especially my workplace. Okay, so let's get at the cards here. The Divine Masculine's overall energy is the Judgment card, and that's pretty self-explanatory. And I got the Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is what I got. The Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords here. He wants to express his love, that Two of Cups, that divine feminine, that twin flame love, that energy. See, look at, they're holding, it's universal too, of holding that cups of love. This is what I got. He can't free himself to give those messages right now. So the love, this is going to be a spiritual message, the telepathy. Is it telepathy? That he's going to communicate with her telepathically. Telepathically, that's the way I say it. Because this is the communication card, fast communication. He wants to get a message to her. This unconditional love. She's the Queen of Cups. Look how beautiful she is. And how she's surrounded by her emotions and her love, her unconditional love. And she looks very, very at peace and spiritual. She's very beautiful soul, spirit. And she's surrounded by all this love, these emotions around her. She has love for everything around her. And he knows that, and he loves her, and he's going to communicate this love to her in a spiritual way. And that's been coming to me the last few days, the spiritual, the actual sacredness of this union is so much more than the physical. And everyone wants that physical union, and yes, we all want that, and it's a beautiful thing, but they don't, to understand the depth and the knowing of the actual union, the sacred union of the journey is so beautiful, and to connect in that way is more meaningful than anything that I've ever experienced in my life. And this Eight of Wands is that balance of all the elements, and here's the earth here, the air, water, and the fire, and you've got that sun energy, that solar energy. That solar energy is high right now, and all that energy that's coming, all the elements are coming together, and that's that spiritual connection. See, they're in the universe. They're going to be tomorrow. I'm getting that he's going to be communicating with, for the ones that aren't in communication. Otherwise, this could be email messages or text messages. But it looks like he's restricted. That or either that, or he's no longer blinded. But he, to me, he is, because he's going to telepathically communicate with her or send messages, and of his let me get a clarifier on that. I'm not sure. I don't want to. I stopped getting messages, so do a clarifier for the Two of Cups, please. Yes. He's thinking about this, the Four of Cups energy, and the Ace of Cups, and then the Five of Wands, that inner battle, that struggle, this energy right here. And his love, his cup of love, it's a spiritual, divine love, sacred union, and that connection that they have on a completely different, a word came to me, and I don't know if I'm using it right, as etherical level. Etherical. I have to look that up. I could be totally wrong, but that's the word that came to me. The Four Cups, that meditation of thinking about it, and looking into that one there, and then the Ace of Cups, the divine love, that true love. Here, I want to clarify for the Eight of Swords, please. Oops. To me, when I do the cards, the Queen of Pentacles is the karmic, and she's restricting him from communication, keeping him busy or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be deliberately keeping him, or she could know and then she's keeping him from any type of message, or she's taking up his time right now. So tomorrow he won't be able to communicate. She's keeping him restricted, binded. She's binding him, or he's bound by her obligation to her. And the Emperor came up, and he's in that Emperor energy. He's evolved spiritually into that, his growth. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please. And the Two of Cups again. So he's really in his spiritual place. He really evolved into that energy. And then we got the Knight of Wands. And that's that quick action, almost coming in like quickly, that passion. That spiritual love that I picked up on that energy yesterday. It's a desire. He has the desire and longing for his divine feminine. He wants to come in quickly, but he's tied down. And he's in that Emperor energy right there. I'm gonna do another clarify for the Queen of Cups, please. The Ten of Cups, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And we got the Ten of Cups here for the divine feminine. And that Ten of Cups energy is, I was just listening to audio today, and they're describing the Ten of Pentacles as the earth energy, that's abundance on the earth plane. But the Ten of Cups is the abundance spiritual, that spiritual true love connection, that twin flame journey. This is the ultimate right here, is the Ten of Cups. This is a beautiful thing too, but this is more materialistic down on the earth 3D plane of Ten of Abundance. But here we got the 1010 here, and we also got the 88, whatever 88 is. That I've been seeing 88 a lot. And we got 2 5s here, big changes, big changes. And okay, so that's the divine masculine. Clarify the 8 of Swords, please, for the divine masculine. The Lovers, the twin flame. See, these cards are beautiful. Some big changes with this new moon that was today, that is going into tomorrow, this energy, this shift. There's some waves of twin flame journey. Some waves of them are going to be coming into union very soon, I believe. That's what this says. This is what this says to me. That's a message that I get. Certain waves are coming into union soon. Okay. The Ten of Cups, the divine feminine has. She's got the Devil, the Ten of Coins, and the World card. This new beginning, this new, completely new world, this new beginning, this new way of life, this abundance. She's in her mission work. She's doing her work. And she's got that love there, the Ten of Cups. And she knows this. It's that knowing within her. Even if she's not with them, with her divine masculine and physical union, she's in the knowing of how abundant the love that he has for her is, and how what she has for him. It's in the knowing. It's not even the understanding anymore. It's in the knowing. It's so much different. The knowing is so peaceful and beautiful, to just know that he loves you unconditionally and truthfully, that he knows you're the true love of his life. And that's the energy I get. I'm picking up more fear. It's that Devil energy. But to me, I'm picking this up differently. I am getting some fears. There's some fears here, and also this Five of Wands energy that she's carrying with her. And some that might be the energy that I have, because it's like conflict, little things that we're getting rid of. This is still shedding. There's still some codependency, toxic, karmic things that they're shedding. Some last stuff that they're getting rid of. Or this could be lust too. It could be her, not lust, but her desire for her divine masculine. It could be that energy too. Passion. It could be passion. The passion. She's really and maybe a little frustrated because she wants to express her love in a sacred way to her divine masculine. And this devil I'm getting is the passion that she has for him. Clarify the devil energy, please. I guess I have to show it, huh? I was going to put it back, but the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. 3 nines. What does that mean? That 9 energy. That's crazy. 999. I'm going to find out what this is, and I'll put it in the notes underneath. The 3 nines. That's interesting. The 9 of Pentacles is she's balanced on the earth plane, on the 3D level. She's going into her, she's walking that road in her mission. She's becoming balanced in her material world, in within herself. And the message that I get, the falcon again, I always talk about that falcon because that falcon means a lot to me as far as the messenger. He's a highly, he's an ancient spiritual messenger from Egyptian days, actually, the falcon is. And so this messenger, it could be her higher self. It is her higher self, the messages that she's getting. So she's balancing her spiritual life with her everyday life, her work, her family, and all that. She's stressed about something. She's got some stress that's going on with her, and also she's overwhelmed right now. There's some overwhelming energy stuff that she's shedding. It could be worrying about her divine masculine, or getting anxious that if he's coming, if she's going to see him in the physical, that type of energy. This 5 of Wands energy. I'm going to do one more clarifier for this energy, please. Oh, I got these cards messed up. Can I do a clarifier for the 9s and the devil energy, please? See, all these cards are flying out. I'm going to put those back. There's too many. Justice. The Justice card here. One more. And the Ace of Pentacles. That abundance. The nine of Pentacles. Why are we? The 10 of Swords. Okay, I had to pull a lot of cards on here because I'm with the 10 of Pentacles here and the 10 of Cups here and the 10 of Pentacles here in this world, this new beginning, and this stuff that's going on. I think she's in that fear energy that he's not going to come forward. And it's causing a lot. I was just talking about the illusions that we create. And that's probably why I brought that up. Okay, so now I know everything starts to come together. And we got the 10. She's afraid that he's going to stab her in the back again. And she wants this message. But it's supposed to be fast. And but he's moving slow. The Knight of Pentacles is you're going to get your message or offer, but it's going to be slow. She wants this abundance, and she wants her justice. So there's some divine feminines here that are in this fear energy of thinking, I've been patient and waiting all this time, and having this faith, and they're starting to lose that a little bit. And And maybe there's something deep within that's causing them agitation, like and that's that irritability and losing faith. And you really got to stay grounded and focused. And when we get into this energy over here, maybe that'll explain that energy of that. So clarify the Five of Wands for her energy. The strength. That's that, okay, so we got that frustration. To me, the strength is the sexual, the sacred love, that love making, that the taming. She's taming her lion energy. And so this could be that passion that she wants that. She's desiring her divine masculine. This 10 of Cups and this 10 of Coins, this 10-10, this new beginning. She's waiting for this new world. She's sitting on it, waiting. She's very, very patient. She's been patient for a long time. I want one more clarifier for this energy right here. I think she's afraid that she's going to be left out in the cold, and that he has other options. Clear out 7 of Cups, please. Yes, the deception. She's afraid of being deceived, and fear of that. My answer to this energy right here is there's some divine feminines that are going into that energy of they're feeling that they're in, and this deception card isn't about him deceiving you. It's about you deceiving yourself and thinking that, remember at the beginning I was talking about illusions, that what we create in our minds. If we're in that space, we will create that by this energy, this feel that we give. And you're right in the middle of two beautiful cards here. And if you're not careful with this 8 of Wands energy, is I believe in here somewhere, and also over here, this 8 of Wands is a balance of all the elements and communicating. And you have to be really careful right now of what you speak and how you speak to your divine masculine, because he's in this place of growing and evolving because of all the work that you've done. And he's in the spiritual knowing and love for his divine feminine here. And he released these fears. He doesn't have any of these fears. He released them because you helped him by the growth that you've done, the evolving that you've done spiritually. But you're backstepping into this energy. You're not letting this stuff go because you're getting a little impatient. And God forbid me for saying that to you, because this journey is very difficult, and a lot of you have been waiting for your divine masculine for a long time. And patience is one of our biggest lessons that we had to learn. And so what I'm saying is be careful what you create in your mind of the illusions, because you will create this and he will pull back so fast. So you have to stay focused on your journey, on your mission, and allow him to go through this process. Allow him to go through this right here and do what he needs to do to remove himself. He is in the knowing of his spiritual connection and the love that he has for you. You are his true love. No matter where he is right now, his heart space is with you. And you have to really understand and know that that's where his heart is at. And let him deal with it. He needs to on this end right here. He's in this emperor energy right now, and allow him to do what he needs to do. You need to be more patient and do what you need to do. What this energy right here that you have could set him back, and he'll have to go through that karmic cycle all over again. And then you're going to be waiting for another whole cycle. This world cycle here. You have the world in your hands. You're sitting on it. You got the 10 of Coins. You got the 10 of Cups. And you got the Strength card here. Stay in that energy and do some meditations and clearings and protections, because this energy could also be created and could also be, what's that word? Oh, it will come to me. This could be someone's energy. It could be her energy. She might be creating this with this new moon. I don't want to say that, but this could be her energy causing this, putting fears in your mind. Oh God, I'm so upset I can't think of this word. I was saying that word earlier today. Especially in your dream states. I was talking about dreaming too. See, when I speak like that ahead of time, I don't know why I bring things up. I talk about stuff, but it'll come together in the reading. I was talking about dreaming. Really protect yourself before you sleep at night. I've been doing that every night, especially new moon, full moon, around that energy. Calling Archangel Michael to protect you and your divine masculine. So you don't get any interference of manipulation, that mind manipulation or that energy manipulation or that toxic energy that they're trying to create in your mind space, in your dreams, because that will create that fear and then doubts and all that can totally just mess this whole thing all up and cause a whole complete new karmic cycle. And you have to wait through another cycle for it to come back, for those doors to open up again. Okay, that's what I got out of that. And for his energy, he's got the take care of your needs. He needs to go within and take care, and then avoid being pulled in by people who use you and put you down. That's the karmic here. And anyone else around his environment that the divine masculine are usually that King of Hearts energy, and they're that unconditional love. They have those beautiful hearts that will do anything for anybody, and so many people take advantage of them, and they really need to set healthy boundaries and learning to say no, or just avoiding those people or that energy around you. And that goes for the divine feminine also, because she's in that space also. The winter take care of your needs card. This reading went really long, and I try not to make them long, but it's turning into a thing. The seasons, winter. We're going into winter. We're going into fall. Do everything you need to be at your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations. So those could be his fears also. Maybe she's picking up on his. For many of them, animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be, a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. So he's got that primal, that drive. That's also that I'll get to that in a minute. That primal force. The divine masculine has that energy, that primal energy to be with his divine feminine. That desire and that lust, that energy's in here. That energy's in here, the Eight of Wands energy. That's that fire. That sacred union, that spiritual union to come together in that way is really, really strong right now that I've been picking up. The winter card features a wolf, one of few animals that stay active all year round. Wolves know what it's like to work alone or thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go at it alone at this time, know that the wolf message will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. He might be retreating right now. And also we got this where it says to pull away. So he might be pulling away from all these people right now and getting his strength. He sees the truth in how everyone is and how they've been taking advantage of him. So he's retreating and pulling within. And I think there's the Four of Cups here. He's very aware of everything around him. He's in a higher place. He's seeing the truth. Everything has come to light. He's seen all that. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through that what may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate the coming winter will usher an important energy with regard to your question or intentions. So this could be the time of some of these unions, could be in the winter also. And he's going within, and he needs to follow the light, and he's following the divine feminine's light. But she needs to stay bright and keep strong on her spiritual path and her mission, so she stays bright for him, and so he can see what he's following and get out of this energy here, or protect yourself from this. It could be both, or one or the other. Okay, so that's for the divine masculine. And the divine feminine, the master, the Shiwan master, slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. The Shiwan master calls forth the ninja within. Shiwan medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety. Oh my God, I can't. Subtlety. Because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on. The Shiwan master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art, and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choices, and actions. And that is something that I'm talking about here. This energy of some of the divine feminines are almost coming into this energy of this doubt and fear, is creating a feel to the divine masculine. And if it's off balance, or it's quick response to things, the energy that you could give him, the feel that he'll get from you, is could be mimicked almost the same energy as the divine as the karmic. Everything's about a feel, the energy, and if you're in this space, you'll feel the same as she does to him, and then he'll pull back. Okay, so this is saying, be, graceful in your movement, your choices and actions. Think about everything before you speak and before you take action, and get in a meditative state. Call the white light around you. Get some protection around you. You are being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety, I can't say that word, and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. This is for me too. I don't have this energy or fear towards him, my divine masculine, but I do have this irritability, this energy about me that I need to figure out what that is. And interference, that's the word I was trying to use. There's interferences that might be trying to prevent us from our physical union. The closer you get to a union, the stronger some of the darker forces or try to prevent you from doing that. So there could be some type of outside interferences, creating these fears that you don't know where they're coming from. So you really got to protect yourself right now, and do your meditations, and stay high vibrational, and stay away from low vibrational people that can taint your energy. And so I highly recommend that at this time, to stay away from big large groups of people, and really keep yourself, get that spiritual bubble around you, and only allow the divine light to come in. And here we got, you can have a partner you love, but don't forget all the other loves, such as friends, family, pets, and so on. I think that we're in this space here, but while you're being patient and waiting and intermission and all that, focus on the ones you love around you, our children. Really focus on our babies right now, and put your time and energy into them, in your mission work, and all those things that you in your everyday life, and release that energy of almost that's almost of a binding energy in itself that you're creating if you're in this, if you stay in that energy too long. And then you'll be resistant of that push and pull energy. Fill your heart with the love of Christ, and as well as Mother God and Father God. Then there's no room for hate. So whoever's in this energy, call on the Creator, that white light, to surround you, and do your meditations and get connected, and release some of those last fears or interferences. Do maybe some chakra balancing, and that's it. Oh, I wanted to finish reading of him. You are being guided to flow like water. Okay. A gentle approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. That push and pull energy. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Okay, I already read that. Apparently I had to read it again. But that natural flow, because this is the message I got from it, I didn't get it the first time, is get into that flow again, that peaceful balance, that flow in between. Get into that energy again, and flow, go through this energy, flow right through it, right in the middle of it. See how she's in the middle, that 10 of Cups energy? Surround yourself with that white light, and stay in on that line, that straight line. And anyone that's toxic or negative that are around you, remove yourself from that area, cleanse yourself. Do your meditation showers every day, and refocus on your balance. I think we're off, some of them are off balance a little bit. Okay, that's it for August 31st, 2019. I send you all love and light, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.